Contracting is great, but sometimes it can be hard to keep an eye on your time or your money. So today we're going to look at 6 areas where you can save a bit of both. Let's get into it. Okay, so you want to save some time and some money, don't we all? In this video, we've got 6 areas where you can do just that, from saving money on your tax bill with miles to payroll software. But before we get into it, if you want more heavy equipment content just like this, make sure you crush that subscribe button so our future videos show up right in your YouTube feed. We're starting with this because it's super important for any business. I've spoken to a ton of people that have done more work than they should have or lost out on money because they didn't set out clearly what needed to be done at the start of a job. Having a clear understanding with your customer of exactly what's going to happen on a job, and more importantly what happens if something changes, is super important. After all, you can't control things like the weather. This doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have a written contract. Those can sometimes take up more time and money than they save. But it doesn't take long to have a quick chat about expectations and to draft a quick email afterwards. This written record is key. It means you won't end up with a your word against mine situation. It can save you a lot of time and headaches if things change during the contract. Saving money on a job comes down to how much money you spend versus how much money you earn. So it makes sense to look at costs, a big part of which can be your materials. The most important thing here is to weigh up all of your options. Don't just go straight to your local hardware store. A quick Google search can throw up a list of local wholesalers or even some online options. Aside from being cheaper straight off the bat, these options can also give you the opportunity to save more by buying in bulk or even haggling. A lot of people don't like to haggle, but if you can save a little bit of money here and there on your materials, it'll all add up to a big saving on your bottom line. Every little helps. But it's worth saying that sometimes your local hardware store is the best option. If shopping online means that you're going to set back a job by a few days, or the savings are only a couple of cents, it's probably not worth the time and the hassle. Buying in bulk can also save you a lot of time, with less runs to the store. Ideally, we'd all have an unlimited stock of material, so you'd never have to do more orders and you'd never have to run to the store again. But we're not all made of money. But planning ahead and making sure you have the right material in place can save you a lot of last minute diversions. But beware, some materials might have an expiration date or might be susceptible to wear from moisture or the weather. So buy smart and don't risk saving on a bulk order that might cost you a lot more in the long run. For a lot of contractors, machinery is at the core of their business. And on a good day, your machines could be virtually printing you money. But on a bad day, they could be costing you money in parts. Trying to source a part or arrange servicing with an unreliable manufacturer or dealer is the last thing you want to deal with when you have a customer waiting for you. That's why you should consider using a reliable equipment and servicing companion, like Machinery Partner. We have a team of experts in our customer success team, ready to connect you with our nationwide network of servicing and repair partners. We take the pressure off, so you don't need to worry about sorting out your machine and can focus on the rest of your job. As a cherry on top, we also let you buy directly from the manufacturer, so you have more choice and better prices on machinery and equipment. If you're looking to boost your income, you could also consider renting out your machines when you're not using them. You can often claw back the monthly cost of financing a machine by renting it out for 1 or 2 weeks during the month. Much like your equipment, tools can make or break a day of work. As the old adage goes, it's better to buy once and cry once. Fork out for some decent quality tools. There's nothing worse than trying to loosen a bolt only to have a low quality wrench slip or bend, leaving you stuck scratching your head for an hour, trying to figure out a way to get it out. Save yourself the hassle and get some good quality tools. It'll save you time and it'll actually be cheaper in the long run. While having good tools is important, having the right tools can save you even more time. Maybe that wrench really bent because you should have been using a crowbar. You'd be surprised at the difference it can make having the right tools for the job. Just try drilling into some steel bar with a masonry bit and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. At the same time, we all love our tools, so you should be wary not to get carried away. You don't need every bit of kit. When buying new tools, consider whether it's going to be really worth the price tag or whether it's just going to clutter up your workspace. Now hold on, don't just jump right past this section. Technology can be a source of a lot of frustration, but if you can tame the beast, it can really have its uses. Imagine not having to worry about running payroll for your staff. Got your attention now? We'll ease you in with something simple that can have a lot of benefits if you work in a team. Try starting a work group chat using WhatsApp or Facebook. Most people use these popular chat apps, and they're a quick and casual way of keeping everyone in the loop or checking who's free to fill in some hours. A quick message to a handful of people is a lot better than 5 missed calls trying to get a hold of someone. Plus, everyone loves a work meme. This one's a little bit more complex, but can save you more time and headaches than you could imagine. If you're not already using one, get yourself a decent accountancy software like Xero or QuickBooks. These systems automate a lot of your bookkeeping and can make life easier for you while reducing your accountancy bill. Last but not least, here's some financial tips to help you save some money where it matters, on your bottom line. It's easy to get lost swimming in muddy water, and by mixing your personal and business finances, you're making the water mighty muddy. A lot of guys start contracting by themselves before they build a business out of their profession. But at some point, it's important to draw a line in the sand and set up a separate bank account for your business and your personal life. This will make dealing with your finances much easier, as you'll have less expenses to wade through when you're doing that bookkeeping. Once you separate your business and personal accounts, you should treat yourself like an employee and pay yourself a regular amount to cover your living costs. This will force you to prioritize getting paid and also keep you watching the ever important bottom line. This next one can be a real saver if you do a lot of traveling. Did you know you can claim back money on your taxes for mileage you do on the job? All you have to do is keep track of the distance you travel while you work. So for every mile you drive, you could be claiming back somewhere in the region of 58 cents off your tax bill. You can even claim for driving you do for medical or charitable reasons. Well, that's the tip jar empty for today. But if you found this helpful, consider dropping us a like and subscribing to the Machinery Partner channel for more like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.